everyone, welcome to the Content to Profit live replay. I'm Sophia and I'm so excited to help you make more money online, doing what you love, and making sure that your content is profitable. If you're just tuning in, this is the live replay, and I'm gonna wait for everyone to come in and lunch and learn with me. Hello. Elena. Hello, Megan. Jody, I'm so glad you're here. Okay, today we're going to be talking about how to go viral for the right reasons on social media. Has anyone here gone viral yet? And is anyone on here looking to go viral, hoping that it will benefit their business and help them make more money online? I'm curious. Tell me, are you a service provider? Are you a coach? And what are your goals to make money online? Janice is here. Jamie is here. Immortal Indigenous. Aline, hello. Okay, so let me know. What are your goals? Are you a service provider? Are you a coach? Tell me what you do. And why do you think going viral is going to help you in your business? Are you using social media? Is one of your goals to go viral? Has it happened for you yet? If not, today I'm going to teach you my exact steps to going viral for the right reasons, because I am someone who went viral for all the wrong reasons in the past. In fact, when you look up my name on TikTok, you see a lot of really embarrassing things, and I don't want that to happen to you. And I want what you go viral for to be exactly what you want to go viral for in your business, because once you go viral, the algorithm puts you in a category for what that video was all about, and that becomes this little box that you can't see. It's invisible, but the algorithm puts you there, and that's the topic that they serve the audience again and again and again. And if you begin to start creating content that doesn't fall within that box, it might be more challenging in the future. Hey, Doses of Aisha, Keisha. Okay, so glad you guys are here. If you want to drop questions, I'm here to answer them. So if you're building a brand, share with me if you're a coach or you're a service provider, and I want to know how I can help you. So feel free to drop any questions. So today we're talking about how to go viral. So when you go viral, for the most part, with good intention, it is because people are relating to your content so much so that they have to share it. Or it's simply shocking, or it's simply so funny, right? There's all those reasons for entertainment. But when people go viral for something that is meaningful, or something that is going to make people look at you and reflect on you as a person and your personal brand, they're going to look and see something that they can relate to. And then they share it, or they comment on it, or they save it. And that tells the algorithm we want more of this, or they watch it all the way through. Hi, Grace. So glad to see you. So when you go viral, it's because you've connected to someone on a human-to-human level, so much so that you made them stop their scroll, so much so that you made them watch it all the way through, so much so that you made so many people comment and share. So what is the key to that? Creating relatable content that will ultimately help support who you are in your personal brand. If you can create content that is going to support who you are and share a side of yourself or a side of your business or your perspectives or your story or your tips in a way that your ideal customer is going to go, I like her, I want to work with her, I relate to this makes sense to me, that's going to set you up for viralability. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is longer form viral videos. What makes them tick? What's the secret sauce in this? And it's simply telling a very detailed story that paints a picture. So many people love Taylor Swift and connect to her lyrics, even though they don't necessarily relate to every lyric in the song, because her stories paint such a clear picture that somehow we interject ourselves as the main character, whether or not our lives relate. For instance, I can visualize myself with a girl every time I listen to Taylor Swift's love songs that are about boys, because the details are just so specific. Like, have you guys listened to All Too Well by Taylor Swift? I'm going to pull up the lyrics. We're singing in the car, getting lost upstate, autumn leaves falling like pieces into place, and I could picture it all after all these days. And I know it's all gone and the magic's not here no more. I might be okay, I'm not fine at all. There we are again on the little town street. You almost ran the red light because you were looking over at me. Wind in my hair, I was there, I remembered all the time. So you're remembering all these sensations. You're remembering what you looked at. You're telling the story of how the wind felt in your hair. You're telling the story of maybe like you almost ran the red light and you're feeling that emotion. She's putting you there in the sense of you're having to remember these little details that maybe in the moment meant nothing really. But when you look back at that relationship, it literally rips your heart out because you love that person so much. And we all can relate to being in relationships or being in these day-to-day tasks with people who we maybe didn't fully appreciate in the moment. And then later, feel that regret, feel that sorrow, feel that heartbreak, wishing that you would have like been able to capture that moment. Even if your moments that were beautiful and pure and true for you and your past relationship that broke your heart, even if your moments look so different than the pictures that Taylor Swift paints, she paints a picture so clearly that we can feel the same pain. So what do? We all listen to it. We all relate to it. We all know the words. We all love it. And we all picture ourselves there. You have to create stories that share so much of yourself that other people put themselves in the story. Because the truth is, as viewers, as consumers, we are selfish and we want to see how it relates to us. Like the Barbie movie right now. It's a sensation everywhere because people are relating to the universal pain of being a woman. And people are relating to the experiences we've all had as little girls playing with these dolls. It is something that we can all go back to and think and get sentimental about. So when you tell a story, sometimes you may be tempted to leave out certain details. One, because you might be worried about people who actually know you think, like those people watching the video. Two, you might be tempted to leave out certain details because you might think, well, no one cares. You might be leaving out details because you're like, I don't want the video to be too long. All of these could be valid reasons, but I want to encourage you this week to tell a story from your heart on social media, preferably the TikTok platform, because that is where these types of videos really jet off. Are y'all picking up what I'm laying down here? Are you feeling like, I know the story that I should tell? Yeah? Drop me some hearts, share this live with a friend if you're grasping what I'm sharing. Ask any questions. Ask questions that apply to you and your business. I am here to serve you for the next 20 minutes. I'm so excited. This is Content to Profit Live, where I teach you how to make more money on social media than you ever did before. Yay, Nathy says yes. I'm so glad. Natty's, what do you do? Tell me what your goals are with social media. In case you didn't already know, I'm Sophia. I don't know if you're just finding me for the first time, but I help women build profitable personal brands, specifically in the coaching, consulting industries and as service providers. And I help women who are like making less than 5,000 scale all the way to $10,000 to $20,000 a month with social media, because it is possible for you. Thoughts on repeating stories? Ooh, this is such a good question. So first of all, Grace, have you ever gotten tired of hearing my same story, like my hero's journey, multiple times? Have you ever like gotten tired of it? Because, sorry, I've got to get this off of here because I'm going to get it on my fingers, and it's mushroom coffee and chocolate salt, and it's going to stain me. Ooh, Lauren's in the house. Okay. Thank you, Nathy. I'm so glad you've been following me for a while. Okay. Grace says no. Exactly. Because what's really interesting is we get tired of telling our same story, but I never get tired of hearing someone's like hero's journey story, meaning how they went from something that wasn't ideal to their dream, or how they went from this amount of money to that amount of money, or how they went from suppressing themselves to living their truth, how they went from working a job they hated to being their dream healer self. Like Lauren got to change her whole life around and start her coaching business. And like now the sky is the limit for her. I'm so proud of you, Lauren. Miss Scaling to $20,000 months. Hip, hip, hooray. Claim it. I'm like in full agreement. Also, I did your meditation that you provided me, which by the way, guys, Lauren has a lot of free resources in her profile. If you want to get healing in your life and you want to get like more embodied and enjoy more orgasms, you need to go follow her. You need to go follow her. Hi, Ailey. Okay, so Jason says you think you're helping just females, but you're helping guys also. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm glad. I speak to women because when I get really specific in my marketing, and you guys should listen to this, when you get really specific, like what we're talking about in the Taylor Swift song, I'm able to help so specifically target a specific problem, target a specific person. And so that's why I say just women. Plus, like, I love like working with beautiful ladies, like just back to the matter. Lauren's gorgeous. Grace is gorgeous. All my clients are just these fucking beautiful women. And as a lesbian, I like looking at them. And like, I like knowing that, sorry, I didn't mean that to sound creepy, but I like knowing that what I do makes lesbians rich. There needs to be more rich queers in the world. Okay. Okay, so as I was talking about, if you're just tuning in, this is Content to Profit Live, and we're talking about how to go viral. And the long form way to go viral is to tell stories, to tell really specific stories. And Grace was saying, no, she didn't get tired of hearing my hero's journey. People will not get tired of hearing your hero's journey. I tell my story over and over again. Why? Because my audience is ever growing. Your audience is ever growing. Why? Because when you share a piece of content, not everyone in your audience is going to see that piece of content. And if they did, and they're your ideal client, they're going to love it. They're going to want to cheer you on. They're going to want to hear it again and again and again. It is crazy, Grace, like how many wealthy lesbians there are, and lesbians who have like these huge dreams, and they're just coming out of the woodworks and they're like, Sophia, how can you help me do this? And I'm like, I am on the leading edge of, it's so cool. Having a personal brand like this is the power. I can literally only work and empower the women that I want to. Like, they can go work with anybody, and I can work with anybody. I can choose the clients, but like, it is getting to a level where I'm having people reach out who are scaling their businesses to $100,000 months. I just had a local business owner who's a woman, 7-figure annual earner, like reach out and said her meeting with me was the best thing she ever did. And I was just like, oh my God, like that is just the most powerful part of being able to choose your clients and having that personal brand to choose your clients. And as you guys build your brands and you share your stories, and your stories are specific, not only do you have the chances of going viral because you're telling a story that people interject themselves into, you have more chances of going viral because you're sharing specifics. Sorry, you have more chances of attracting your ideal clients because you're sharing the specific traits that only your ideal client would relate to. Okay, so that's the long form. Tell those stories. The short form, okay? Overlaying a story with text over B-roll. Something that people can relate to. Even the shortest stories can be powerful over B-roll. Like, literally it could be 2 sentences. I used to blank, blank, blank. I never thought that I would blank, blank, blank. Yet here I am today, blank, 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 because of blank, blank, blank. And you just told a story of text over a video of B-roll. And the video could be anything. It could be videos from your vacation. It could be videos of you sitting at your desk. It could be videos of you communicating with the client. Grace, it could be videos of you communicating with the amazing people that you just went and led and consulted. All of these ways to tell stories need to be used. You can also Take clips of your day and voiceover. Tell the story. Right now, those are performing really, really well. All I want you to think about is how can you tell the story? How can you tell yours? Because yours is what's going to go viral. Now, when you want to sell, you can tell the stories of your clients. And that is going to help give you credibility. It's not going to go viral, but it's going to give you credibility. But when you want to go viral, how can you tell your story and keep the viewer engaged with imagery? There's two different ways to this. It can be highly edited, where you tell a story and there's clips going through. Or like what I did this weekend, I answered a question on my TikTok. Someone left a question. I did a video response and I went completely viral. Why? How? How did that happen? All I did to go viral was respond to the question without addressing the question first. When you get questions on social media, please video respond them. The algorithm loves that. But when you get questions on social media, it's imperative that you don't start the video with the question, because the audience is not going to know what that question was referring to the last video. You have to begin by painting the picture, by telling the story, by starting with a good hook, then going back to the comment. Does that make sense? So the comment that I got was something like, and I can't remember exactly, but you can look at, I have two TikTok accounts, one personal, one for business. This is the personal one with over 300,000 followers. And even though it's personal, I funnel people down into my business funnel with it. But the question that someone left was like, how do I know when I can come out? Or is it hard to come out late in life? Because if you didn't already know, my hero's journey is I was dependent on a partner. I worked for them. And then I realized how to make my own money and stand in my own power and do my own thing in the world. And now I make anywhere from $15,000 to $40,000 to $50,000 a month because I was strong enough to live my truth. But not everyone knows that watching the video. So when I responded to her comment, it was like, is it hard to come out? So if she was asking me a specific, I was just like, this is for the women who are coming out right now. She asked me after hearing my story, was it hard to come out? And then I go into my story. Now, I'm not sure exactly what I said for this video, but that's the basic structure. You want to start with, this is for, or if you blank blank, this is for you, or a shocking statement about what you're about to talk about, and then go back to the comment. The comment is your second phrase. The first phrase needs to be addressing anyone who has no idea what the fuck is going on because they're seeing your video for the first time. In order for your video to get views, you can't just talk to that one single commenter. Are y'all picking up what I'm laying down? Because this is something that we're so tempted to do. I've done it many times. But as soon as I started checking myself before I wrecked myself and start with a hook, like literally, it takes 5 seconds to think before you create a video. And if you're in the Profitable Personal Brand membership and you're ready to elevate your brand, you already know we're going to audit each other's content going forward. In all of our meetings, we're going to be auditing content. It is about to get fucking juicy in there. And, oh, by the way, if you haven't joined the Profitable Personal Brand membership yet, the women in there, the service providers, the coaches are signing on multiple high ticket VIP clients every single week. And these clients of mine that are in this program have less than 4,000 followers and are making thousands of dollars already in just 2 weeks of working with me. Anyone can do this if you have the grit, if you have the discipline, and if you're willing to follow your purpose and show up on social media. Because I don't know if you know this, but like they say, cosmetic companies spend 90% on marketing or something like that. As an individual solopreneur, how much of your time do you spend on marketing in your workday? Because your time with clients needs to be at such a high rate that you can spend time marketing for yourself every day, because that's the only way to scale and see consistent sales. And I know that's not what we're talking about right now, but maybe someone needs to hear about, like, they're like, I need a sign to raise my rate. Like, that's your sign, because you have to have time for marketing. So much of my day and my strategy is spent in marketing. Now, I teach the content to profit model, and you can do all of this in less than 8 hours a week if you want to, but that's still significant. Okay. So we've talked about going viral, how you can do it long form, how you can do it short form. We've talked about strategy for responding to comments with videos. Now, I want to talk to you about how to make money from your posts, not trying to go viral, but trying to grow your audience with the right people who will actually buy from you. Is that something that anyone wants to hear about? Let me know. Drop some hearts. Share this video with a friend if you're like, okay, I'm learning something right here. I'm learning something. I'm catching what she's dropping. This is making sense for me. Because it is not about how many followers you have. More reach is incredible. It is always going to result in more if you have the right strategies in place. There are so many women that I coach that are going to have even more results than me because they're starting their social media platforms niched down. I started in the wrong niche, and the algorithm doesn't know me as just the business girl yet. I was the entertaining girl for a while. So you have to look at it this way. You might not, thanks Grace, you might not have the biggest platform yet, but what you have, if you serve the fuck out of them, you have the same power as someone who had a big following but didn't niche down their messaging and attracted the wrong people for a long time. Okay? I attracted people that do not resonate. Once I changed my strategy, once I got a strategy at all, things changed. Money flew in. But my reach might be the same as your reach with 5,000 followers, with 4,000 followers, with 3,000 followers. Do you realize how empowering that is for you? There is nothing that you can't achieve. Hey, Ashley, what I want to see you do is funnel from lead generation platforms like YouTube, like TikTok, down to Instagram, where you sell in the DMs and the stories. That is the most important thing for you to learn. Your call to actions on those other platforms needs to be join me on Instagram. If you can make that happen, you've got your first funnel started. Hello, Alina Murphy. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. If you are feeling like I am posting, I'm not seeing a lot of growth, I'm also not necessarily attracting the right people. If you're struggling with that, I want you to think about what parts of you are you not sharing on social media? What parts of your story are you not sharing on social media because you're afraid of what people think, or because you think you're too much or not enough for the audience? So let me let you in on a little secret. Like, if you think you're too woo-woo, like, okay, let me give you a good example. Someone who I know and love is a very good consultant here. And she's very woo-woo behind the scenes. But I wonder what would happen if she started injecting a little bit of that woo-woo into just her stories. Not maybe like her overarching marketing branding, but into her stories. So the women who are like warm and ready to pounce on her offers are like, oh, that was my sign. She's like me. I relate to her. And boom, there's that personal connection where they're like, oh, she pulled out a tarot card. Like, I love this. Okay. What would happen if you didn't change your whole brand? But when people got to the end of your funnel and they're just on the edge, you built more of a human connection, Grace. And in your stories, you started just being more of who you are. How can you take who you are and like if you were turning up the music, you just get a little louder, a little louder, a little louder, a little louder. Your ideal client would be wet over it, okay? So what I need you to think about is, okay, do I hide that? Am I too dominant in my content? Am I too rough? Am I too harsh in my content? No, because if that's your personality, your ideal client is craving that structure. And that's how I come across. I only want to work with women who crave for me to tell them like it is. And there were some times in the past where I'd question it and be like, should I not be that part of myself? Should I not share this side? Should I not make my marketing fun, sexy dominatrix? Like, should I not do? No, because my ideal customer is going to love that energy. And if I start dialing back who I am, I'm going to get resentful when I have to create videos. You train your audience how to love you, how to trust you, how to respect you. And I show up in like full sexy mode and like full like chill. Those are my two looks. And you've got to be comfortable sharing your brand with the world in a way that is not like heavy for you to reproduce this content. Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Casa. Sophia. Hi, Luis. You got to show up in a way that feels good to you. Like I literally show up sitting, I'm wearing a cute little skirt, but I'm sitting down comfy in my chair. Like I'm not going to sit here and not be myself on social media. Like we all got, oh my God, Mallory's here from Verde. Yes. We all got into being entrepreneurs because we fucking want freedom. So why would you show up in marketing that chains you? Why would you show up in marketing that is anything less than your authentic self? Why would you do that to yourself? Because you are going to have to consistently show up that way because you've created this image that you've made your audience like, know, and trust. You get to choose. You get to train your audience to like, know, and trust you in all of your ways. In fact, let me speak to Mallory. I love that Mallory shows up completely barefaced, no makeup, just beautiful skincare, and she comes on completely glam sometimes. And I love that she trains us to appreciate both sides of her. Why? Because she can create when she feels inspired. She doesn't have to go, oh, I need to go like put on makeup, da 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 da. And I love that Mallory's brand, she's always got white and green behind her, and she's usually wearing black. Like, it's just like, oh, I know that's one of Mallory's videos. Like, I'm like, it stops my scroll because when I watch them, I'm going to feel good. Her energy is just going to be like, delicious, chef's kiss, on point. And I know when I see her, there's something so radiant about how like authentic she is. And it's authentic to come on as someone in the spiritual space or woo-woo space or coaching space with no makeup. We get that. But it's also really authentic to see that we see her do both. Like there's no part of herself that she hides. There's no part of herself where she goes, I can't make content because this is like, I'm not feeling it right now. Like when she makes content, you feel her whole body alive. And that's the content that's translating. That's why Mallory's making sales at thousands of dollars, and I'm so proud of her. One more client this month, Mallory. One more. Today's the last day. What are you sharing in your stories that is going to push someone over the edge to buy from you? Because I fucking know they will. Yes. Okay. Kleenex break. My girlfriend laughs because I literally, like an old lady, I always have Kleenex in here. Even in the middle of sexy time, I like tuck a Kleenex under every pillow. So no matter where I need to grab, there's like a Kleenex because my sinuses or something else. I don't know about you guys, but I live in Louisiana. Actually, Mallory lives in Louisiana, New Orleans, where it might be even more humid. And allergies are just a fun thing. Thank you, Grace. Thank you, Grace. Yeah, Grace, I'm so proud of her. Grace signed on a $40,000 client, and so proud of her. And, we had only done a few sessions together, and you already had this in you. You already had it in you. But there's something about like getting a mentor and being like, I've got the little extra push. I've got the little extra push to create the things that are going to make the people in my life, the people who follow me on social media, respect me as a business owner and see me as the one to solve their problem. Because maybe your next client is someone that you've known forever. But maybe they need to see content that lets them know like you're equipped to help them, because maybe they knew you in high school, or maybe they knew you when you both worked at a dead-end job. Like maybe they need to be shown explicitly that you're the one to solve their problem. What are you doing that every day? What are you doing every day to show that you're the one? Every day in my social media, I show up and I'm like, I'm the one to solve your problem. You can trust me with this because I take my business personally and I love the people I serve. And these are the results. And you can do this. If you show up with that energy and you really believe it in your soul, it's going to translate. Mallory, what do you mean by 97? Oh, 97 degrees. Yeah, it's so hot. So hot here. Okay, so before we go today, like, let me know if you have any questions. How can I help you? What's going on in your life and business? Tell me what's going on. What do you want some feedback on? And while I'm waiting for your questions to come in, I want to tell you a little bit about the membership. I launched the Profitable Personal Brand membership. It is a coaching membership. This is not a coaching course that you can pick up and put down and come back to later, because all know what happens with later. The women who join this course aren't women who are trying to grow their little brand on social media and like trying to make their hobby their business. No, these are doing women. These are women who are like, this is my plan A, let's fucking go. There's no way that this isn't going to work for me. And they're seeing freaking, oh my gosh, thank you, Mallory. Mallory says, join the membership. I signed 2 one-on-one clients. Love to hear it. Yes, in less than 2 weeks of actual membership. Like, I'm so proud. Anyway, this is for you if you're like, hey, like I've started my coaching business. I've started my service provider business, but I just don't know like what's going to help people actually buy from me. Like I post on social media, but it's not necessarily profitable. I'm spending all this time. I want to help you. I was you. Like literally, I could strategize for brands and make them millions of dollars, and I could write commercials that were international and be the face of them. Yet I didn't know how to do this for my own brand, for my own audience that I have. I have people who literally hire me because they went viral and now they have hundreds of thousands of followers and they can't monetize them for like $400. If you don't know how to do this, you don't have the strategy and you don't have the business systems in place, you better pray to the good Lord or whatever the fuck you believe in that you don't go viral, because you're not ready, because you will be wasting an opportunity to make lots of money. Right now, I'm so glad I have clients signing one-on-one, like Mallory, okay? I'm so glad I have clients like her, like Stephanie, like Jen, like Helena. Let's see who else. Like Samantha Fox. Let's see who else. Like Morgan Day Cecil, like Lauren Heels. I'm so glad I have these clients. I'm so proud of them. But the next level for them is that business system in place, because my clients like Jen and Darnell Cox, without business systems in place, it's a waste, because they blew the fuck up. And I've had other clients who I have done that for as well. And I won't say the industry, but I'm under NDA for it. So I cannot share those things. And I'm really grateful for the clients who do let me share. Also, there's people I work with who are like in my industry, and I understand that they don't want to share that they've hired me or they've worked with me before because, yeah, like they don't want to tell their audience that I'm their anyway, you know what I mean? I help women hit incredible new heights. I know I can help you. Here's the tea though. You don't want to hit new heights with viability until you have the business systems in place. And in the Profitable Personal Brand membership, we are every week setting up systems to make your business more passive. Now, I say more passive because there's no such thing unless you build out a course, in which case I would say you still have a live coaching call minimum once a month, because courses are information that people can get off ChatGPT, right? Like somehow, some way, it's going to be complicated as fuck. And like, they're probably going to fail and they're not going to follow through because they need a coach. But a course is different than having a coach. My membership is not a course. There's recordings, right? Yeah, like you can get access to all the replays and learn from them. But you get me as your coach. I show up every week and not only live teach, but hot seat coach you. It is a transformative experience. So if you're ready to take your brand to the next level, jump in with us. Jump in with us. And if you've been like, I don't know, maybe it's for me, maybe it's not, I don't know. Like, seriously, shoot me a DM. I'll tell it to you flat. Like, if I think that it's not going to be helpful for you and your niche or your industry, I'll let you know. But I know that women are already making their money back. Like, their investment's already getting paid back. And if you're curious, you can come in for 1 month free. 1 month completely free in the membership if you commit to 3 months. So just shoot me a DM and I'll be happy to share that code with you because I want you to be able to succeed. And I know in 1 month you're going to see results if you take action. Mallory says it's really life-changing. I'm so glad. Yay. Hey, Angela. Okay, Mallory, did you have any questions? Because you've been so wonderful. Like, I'd love to serve you further if you have any questions here. Even if it's a question about like closing a client in the DMs, like something super specific to you, I'm happy to serve. Which I cannot wait to dig into offers in the Profitable Personal Brand. Ooh. I love to like put my fingers and my eyeballs on all of my clients' offers and just be like, make this little tweak. Let's actually sell something. Okay, one-on-one client who she's wanting to close with. Awesome. And what's going on? Has this been a DM conversation? Has this been a voice memo conversation? And what are the objections that's coming up? Or has she not given you any objections? If she hasn't given you any objections and she hasn't closed yet, it's time for you to bring up the objections and for you to nip them in the bud right away. Okay, honoring his time, yes. Okay, I gotcha. That makes sense. So you know how to like communicate strategically and ethically because of the human design. Amazing. Okay. So then figuring out like what's the hold up right now, and then also communicating that whatever's holding up right now, like maybe it's not enough time, maybe it's like the belief in lack of resources, whatever that is, letting him know he wants his mom to be able to support, like she doesn't believe in it. Like his mom doesn't believe in it or his mom's not going to fund it. Okay. So if this person is depending on someone else to pay, it does make things a little bit more challenging because they're not necessarily self-starting. And I will say this, sometimes when you give people things for free or like their parents pay or whatever, they don't always follow through. Not all the time though. Not all the time. If for some reason this doesn't end up doing what you want it to do, know that the next aligned client who pays with their own money is about to come around the corner, like about to come. Now, one thing you can do is keep just giving him that space to think about this and also be able to communicate the benefits so well to him of like, hey, like, what is your mom's greatest fear? Like, figuring out, like, I'm sure you know, what is the mom's greatest fear, like, for his life? Like, if he does not figure out human design and cannot operate at his optimal level, how is that going to affect him in school or in work, career, all these things in relationships? So communicating, like, I know it. I know your mom is going to end up supporting this because you want to get this result with me for the same reason she wants you to get these results. Like, she wants you to have relationship freedom. She wants you to feel optimized in your career. Like, all these things, like, reiterate, like, these are things that your mom wants for you. And then that way he will be able to explain those outcomes to the mother. And then also addressing always the pain point. What happens if he doesn't? Like, obviously he's reaching out to you as a human design life coach because someone needs coaching in something. Like, they're not coming to you just to get a map, right? They need actual coaching in it. They need actual coaching in human design. They need actual life coaching. Why? What is the problems going on? What are the things that he's not happy in his life about? And explaining that, like, that cycle will probably continue if you don't have yourself come out of it. And you have the strategy and the support system to come out of it. Does that make sense? So speaking to the pain points. And always, all of our decisions come down to love or fear. And when selling, we do tap into the fear of, like, what happens if you don't have that change? What happens if things stay the same? I know that's not what she wants, right? And having that conversation. But one thing that I'm really excited for you, Mallory, is you're creating content that is attracting aligned clients who can afford you, who have it all. Start including this in your marketing. Are you ready for this? It's fucking magic. You're attracting clients, and this is the language you need to use. You have it all. You've achieved so much. But something doesn't feel right or completely fulfilling. Or maybe you got it all, but it was the hard way. And the next thing you want to achieve, like that beautiful relationship that you're trying to manifest, you're going to do it the easy way. Because I'm going to lay out the roadmap for you. So you're attracting someone who's already empowered and already successful. You've done it all. You've been successful in life, but that is going to attract ideal customers who can actually afford you. Okay? I want you to use that. Super powerful. Okay. I love you guys. I know, isn't it good? So good. I love you guys. I cannot wait to see you in the Profitable Personal Brand membership. And if you're watching this replay and you're like, this was my sign, shoot me a DM. Shoot me a DM because I want to see you transform. I want to see you not be in the same freaking spot that you're in watching this video now. In 2 weeks in the program, you could have results like my clients, like Mallory and Samantha, who have already signed on one-on-one clients with less than 4,000 followers. It is possible for you. Have an amazing day, my friends. And let's see what else. Listen to the podcast. There's a new podcast episode out, and it's amazing. You can grab this free podcast episode. It's linked in my bio. Subscribe to Social Equity, where I drop new episodes every single Monday morning so you can start off your week right. I come on here every Monday, so join me next week, same time, same place, hot date, baby. We're going to have lunch together, and you're going to learn. And join the membership or book a call with me. Just book a call with me if you need more help. I'm happy to help you. I don't want to see you feel stuck, okay? There's a solution to your marketing problem. There's a solution to your sales problem. There's a solution to you not having how much money you want. You got to sell more. And you got to learn how to create content that does that. And I can help. Bye.